Hi everybody, hope you're well. This video is requested by OMBoo123 and also by Kate258. In this video I'm going to be talking about the newly introduced mailbox which came in on the 20th of October. So in the old mailbox anybody could send you a message unless of course you'd already blocked them, but they had to have sent you a message to block them in the first place. You had your game messages from the team in the same mailbox as those that went to regular players and so forth. You had a sent box. That's all gone now. So you've got two different categories now. So for game team messages, these are messages that Howrse admin will send you. So these are specific messages sent by the official game developers. So this was done to stop some of the scams, because you would often find in your inbox, because you got official Howrse PMs in your inbox, there was a lot of people who would have used this to scam other people. So they would have made their name I or something very similar to an admin, then messaged you and said that they needed your password because they had to fix your account. And a lot of people fell for that. So what they decided to do was to make a game team inbox. And this means that only messages that come in from this box are officially from the game. Anything that comes into your mailbox isn't. So what your mailbox is this is where you get your messages from your teams, whether that's VIP teams or just regular ones, from other players and so forth. So this is your main communication tool. Now I will have a closer look at those as well in just a moment, so I'll just open the events form for that. You can create new messages by clicking on this here, and you can write to whoever it is, a subject and a message, and send this message. So it's very similar to the old way of doing that. You've still got your blacklist. Anybody that was on your blacklist should still be on your blacklist. It shouldn't have removed any of the people. I know that when I checked mine, it was how it was. So at the moment my blacklist is empty, and to add someone to your blacklist, open a message and follow the link. The people you put on your blacklist can no longer send you private messages. Then you've got your notebook, and this shouldn't have changed either. Anything you had in your notebook should still be there. So that's a basic overview of those. So what I'm going to do, just to sort of show you, so I'm going to send myself a message. So I'm just going to write hello in it, and I'm going to send that to myself so that you can kind of get a rough idea. So there, it's just come into my mailbox, and I click it open, and this is how it looks. So obviously your conversation will probably be on this side, and the other person's conversation will be in a slightly different color. Now if this was another playing messaging me, it would actually have a block button available there. It would also, if you hadn't added them as a friend, there's an ability to add them as a friend from there. And also there's something else about reporting. There should be a method of reporting an abuse here. So if somebody sends you an abusive message, you should be able to report. There will be buttons here, and there will also be buttons here. One of the things I have to say, and I did find it a little bit difficult, was because of the new way that it's set up, it's actually very easy to block someone by accident, because where the block button now is where the old send button used to be. So it kind of, there's a couple of occasions I nearly blocked people when I didn't mean to. But just be aware of that, because I know a couple of people said that they'd almost or had blocked people by accident. So in the actual system itself, so we'll have a look at the private messaging changes. We'll be able to see some of the screenshots. So here you can sort of see some of the other ones. So let's have a look. So this is one of the ones I was mentioning. So you can see signature and abuse. So that's saying that if it is abusive, you can. So you've got all these different options. I know this is all in French, so it's no use at the moment to anybody who can't speak French. But most of these buttons are to do with reporting an abuse or either blocking them. You will see it if you look on your messages and so forth. Now, one of the things which I thought was quite a cool thing, but possibly, well, I suppose it was quite a cool idea. So we'll have a quick look at this and I'll read this out. So the private message system has been completely overhauled. Here's a brief overview of the improvements. So there's the new design. My opinion on the new design is I reasonably like it, but I think where the block button was put, I would move it because it's so easy to click it by accident. I would have preferred the block button up in the corner rather than at the bottom of each message. Messages are organised by conversation, so all messages from single conversation with the same person will appear in the same place, just like an SMS text message conversation. So it's very, very similar to how you would text someone on your phone or maybe on Facebook and things like that. The conversations that contain unread messages will appear in bold and are highlighted by a green token. So you will see that there'll be like a little green token if this was unread. Oh, wrong one. And there's a new tab, the game team, where you can find all official messages, such as official information, details about your karma, messages from members of the admin team. So if you get any warnings, also if you get friend requests will appear on your game team mailbox, not your mailbox. Also, if you get loans from Howrse, they will be in the game team box as well, not the mailbox. You're now able to restrict PMs so that you can either only receive them from friends or you don't receive them from anyone. This feature is available through your account page and then preferences. In any case, you will continue to receive incoming messages from the game team, so you can't block admin, okay? Doesn't matter if you've it set that nobody sent you a message, you will still get game team messages. And the notepad and the blacklist are still available in your messaging team. Those shouldn't have changed at all. So what I'm going to show you now is if you want to know how to block everybody or just your friends, or, you know, not your friends. If you don't want to block your friends, you go up to the My Account and you click on that, and what it will do is take you down here, and you scroll down to the My Preferences part. So what you've got here is use the private message system with, and then reset each month, all players, friends only, and nobody. So if you don't want anybody to talk to you on Howrse, you can click nobody. If you just want to be like, no humans talk to me at all, you can click that. If you just want people who are your friends to be able to talk to you, you could click that. Or you can just have it open to all people like it would have been before. And that's kind of handy. Obviously, if you still want to receive private messages from question centers, then you'll need to either click or unclick that based on your preferences. So those are just some of the new things about the new system. The only thing that I'm disappointed about is I would have liked us to have a separate box for our VIP teams. I knew that we were going to get the game team one on the mailbox, but I would have liked to have had a separate box for my VIP teams, and I would like that to be color coded. So I'm kind of just hoping here maybe it might happen in future. You know, you never know, because I like that you can have color coded breeding farms with to sort your horses out. So I think it'd be really cool if you could have color coded messages for VIP teams and a separate box for those, rather than them coming into your mailbox with everything from everybody else. So I think that would be kind of nice to have, but I don't know if we'll see it. I think overall it's not bad. I think the system of it is nicer. I do prefer it, and I'll tell you why, because a lot of people tend to send me a lot of messages repeatedly, one after another. And if it's in one conversation, it means I immediately get those messages in that conversation, and I don't have to answer 5 separate messages. Now, it's a different thing. You can still send 5 separate messages with different titles and stuff, but if you continue the same conversation, it will all stay in the same conversation. So, I don't know, for example, if I reply to myself, just for example, so it comes up underneath that. But if I wanted to send another message maybe about a different subject, so I could do that, you know, but it wouldn't appear in the same one. So I'll just quickly show you this. So you can see now that I've got 2 separate messages, whereas it's much easier, I think, to just keep it in the same conversation. I think that is a lot handier to do. So I think that is a potential, you know, thing you can use. And just to show you, is you know, for something that's unread, you can see it's bolded and it's got the little green bit. So that is basically the new messaging system and how to use it. So do have a good look at it. Get familiar with it, because believe me, I nearly blocked so many people the first day that I was using it, and I was like, oops. So just, you know, check, maybe you haven't, if there's somebody who hasn't messaged you since then, maybe that's what happened. Just check your blacklist in case you accidentally did it, because I have had people messaging me saying that they'd accidentally blocked. So anyway, guys, thank you to OwenBoo123 and to Kate258 for requesting the video, and hope you love your day. Bye guys.